Hey, just in time to the studio. It's Saturday, January 19th, and I got to get busy. I was just catching up on some stuff and laughing a little. Today, you've kind of caught me doing two things. One, I want to talk to you guys. Two, I need to update the firmware on this. This is the Ronin S. It's by DJI. What I want to talk to you guys today about, it's crazy how these things work. So yesterday, my wife came home from work. We're talking. And she said that she heard on the radio, one of the talents on the radio said something to the effect of, the 17th of January is when everyone quits their res. They go off the res. They quit the resolutions. I have had several comments over the last couple days and a few messages over the last couple days asking me how I stay motivated. Now, the very simple fact that it's January 19th, that I've got this video coming out, another one coming out, that I need to circle back and get the podcast that Chris and I did, would indicate that I've made it past the 17 days, but I always thought it was 21 days. So anyway, I digress. What I'm trying to get to is simply this: motivation. That's the question I'm beginning, is how do you stay motivated? What is it that enables you to stay motivated as you go through your day? Yeah, I always keep a screwdriver in here. So what is it that allows you to stay motivated, Steve? And that's a good question. I'm wondering if you guys would comment below. How have you stayed motivated for things that you've been excited about in your past? What kinds of things have you done? For me, there's a couple things. First thing is, it's a daily decision. I'm constantly asking myself, literally every single day, are you ready for this? Are you serious, Steve? Are you gonna get this done? The point of that question is to remind myself every morning when that pillow is calling. You guys know what I'm talking about. That alarm clock goes off and you hit snooze and then you lean back into that pillow, it just calls you. At that very moment, you have to ask yourself a question. What is important? Remember that life is best lived when you're living. Now, sleep is a requirement, but sleep to me is not living. Sleep is the world passing you by. Just a newsflash, because as you sleep, I kind of just walk right on by. Sleep is not life. And in that moment, when I'm laying there in the morning and that alarm clock has gone off, I have to ask myself, what is important? Now, listen, some days, on Saturdays, it seems to me, makes the most sense for me to sleep in a little bit. Today I slept in until 6. Normally I'm up between 4 and 5. So I got a little bit more sleep today, and that was good. It's not a big deal. But when you're consistently choosing to hit snooze and then go back to sleep, you're missing the opportunity to achieve your goal. See, I started this year talking about habit setting. And habit setting really is what I believe is going to be the game changer for me. I'm forming a habit, and that habit is waking up early. As I form that habit to wake up early, I am able to get things done. And as I get things done, I feel better about my day. So it's about habit forming. I looked at 2019 very simply. I'm going to take the first month and build the habit of getting up in the morning. While I'm building that habit, because I'm getting up in the morning, I need to fill that with something. That something is the vlog that I've been doing in the morning. The next thing about 2019 for me, once I build that first habit and layer into it the vlog, then I'm gonna step into the second 21 period. I'm going to build another habit. Now, this is not my original idea. Let me explain. See, I read this book called The 21 Week Year. The book talks about shortening your year, because if you have really long goals, it's really difficult to stay focused on them. That is one of my key secrets. I took the principle of that from that book. I applied it to building my goals in the long-term year. Essentially, come here. This is what I'm doing. I'm taking the 21 first days of the year and I'm building the habit so that I can layer things on. So in the second 21 days, I can layer something else in. Going to the gym, which is top of mind for me. I need to do that. Then after building in going to the gym, now I can layer in habits about eating, about whatever it is. In the first 42 days of the year, I should have formed two very important habits. One, I should be getting up, and two, I should be doing something to better my health consistently. Now, if I would have layered all of that in together, I personally believe that that's why I failed at my New Year's resolutions in the past. That's why I failed at hitting my goals, because I take too much on. You know what I'm talking about. It's the I can do everything syndrome, right? And we all know that we can't do everything. We have to take it in small chunks. We cannot do everything all the time consistently without making small concessions and moves. Sweet, I got that balance. So to me, hitting a goal is nothing more than building a habit. See, in the past, I always thought that hitting a goal was laying out all of these things that had to be done. And to be honest with you, that is true. They do have to be done. But in my mind, I see achieving that goal as taking it in small chunks and building habits that enable me to do the repetitive things that I need to do. Some of the most successful people in the world who have achieved their goals did one key thing. They focused. And when you focus, you can get it done. Now, let me ask you a question. How can you focus when you have 5, 6, 7 things you're trying to accomplish? Most New Year's resolutions sound like this. I'm gonna lose 30 pounds. I'm going to have a 6-pack. I'm going to be a beast. I'm going to be a much nicer person. I'm going to accomplish that thing that I've been trying to accomplish for the last 5 years. I'm gonna be a good parent. I'm gonna get good grades. I'm gonna go to school. You see what I'm saying? Those are huge things. I'm gonna have a 6-pack? Bro, if you're gonna have a 6-pack, that is gonna take a daily grind. It is gonna take repetition, repetitive motion. The key thing that every successful person does, they focus. They focus on what it is that they wanna do. Now, in today's creative generation, you could focus on video gaming. You could focus on vlogging. You could focus on video production. You could focus on sizzle reels. You could focus on video business cards. You could focus on your job, your corporate job. You could focus on anything that you want to in order to become accomplished in that goal. That's the beautiful thing about this generation, is there's opportunity. Now, it can get scary because it can really mess us up. It can really mess us up because, to be honest with you, there's a lot of options, and these options can throw you off what's really happening. Too many people confuse the idea of making it with making it. Let me explain. Most people think making it is getting the Bentley, the Benz, the Rolls, the whatever, the money, the title, the position, whatever it is. That's not making it. That's a destination on a journey. You taking the journey, that's making it. Me taking this journey, that's making it. Do I have milestones on the way? Yeah. Do I have things that I want to achieve that show me that I'm accomplishing things in my life? Sure. But making it isn't making it. And let me explain why. Because I think a lot of people misunderstand that. The reason why I'm motivated is because I understand this one principle. And that is simply, and this really is simply, that this is it. Once you make it somewhere along your journey, right? Okay, so let's take what you're thinking making it really means. Making it really means maybe to you, I achieve a certain dollar figure in my bank account. I get a certain number of likes, subscribes, or followers. Once you get to that number in your bank account or in your likes, subscribes, or followers, you're gonna have another goal. So you have to make it to the next one, and then you have to make it to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. Do you see what I mean? You twist the reality that making it is about getting to a place. That's not it. Making it is about the actual act of making the way to each of those places. Making it is doing it. So motivation for me is simple. And it's simple because I've learned a few things in the last couple of years. I make it because I'm making it, because I'm doing it. That's where my motivation comes from. Because when I hear the alarm clock at 4 or 4:15 in the morning and I turn it off with the snooze button, the first question I ask myself is, what am I making? Am I making headway towards a particular goal, or am I making headway towards sleep? I know in that moment, in that question, that making it is about making that decision. If I do that consistently every single day, I'm gonna make the repetitive decisions that are needed in order for me to make it. And tell me down in the comments below, what is it that you're trying to achieve? And how can you reframe it to think about the fact that right now, you're making it. And to wrap it up, just make it. Make that decision right now to do the thing that you need to do in order to achieve a goal in your life. Before we end the vlog, I need to end with a comment from yesterday. Got a good one, I think. This one comes from Ian. He says, I love that pullback angle to see your vlogging setup in action. Thank you. You could call it free edit Friday so it's a brief, yeah, I guess I could just call it free edit Friday. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. I was trying to abbreviate, make it sound cool. And so I actually thought about fret it, but adding an E instead of the dash, which looks like this. So it'd be free and then edit, you get it? It's like a word play, and I'm not an English major. For the next vlog, or a vlog you're doing, you should do a basic camera terms vlog. That's a good one, Ian, and I actually will. I will talk about that. So if you are interested in ISO, aperture, shutter speed, or the basics of cameras, on the next Free Edit Friday, or Fret It, whatever I call it, I haven't decided yet, me and the unnamed mug, comment below, are going to be talking about camera basic term stuff. By the way, comment below, give me a name for Muggsy, comment below and tell me what you're doing on your journey. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being subscribed if you are. If you're not, thank you for go ahead and clicking that subscribe button. It means a lot today because I do have a goal and I want to hit it. So motivation today simply means go and make it happen. It's about making the decision today. So go make it. See you guys later.